Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, your integration buddy. I am Vikas and I am working as a senior consultant with Infosys. In today's session, we are going to learn how do we register for free the MCD Level 1 exam and how do we prepare for it. So to register for the MCD Level 1 exam, you have to go to training.mulesoft.com and create an account over there. Okay. So click on the sign up option which is appearing over here. So we will be asked to fill up some of the details over here. So just go ahead and fill up those details. So you can see that I have filled in all the details. Okay. So just click on sign up. So now you will see the notification saying that account has been created but the activation is pending. So we have to go to our email inbox and verify the email address that we have provided over here. So I'll just open my inbox. Here is the email from MuleSoft. Just open it and verify the account. So once we click over here, then it will take us to the training.mulesoft.com. So now go to courses. So under courses, you will find the Anypoint Development Fundamentals course. Yep, here it is. Just click on that. Click on register. Okay, I want to enroll in this session. Click OK. Click OK. So now on the dashboard, you will see this course appearing over here. Yep. Under enrollments, you see this course. Click on this course. So here on the left hand side, you will see all the modules that you have to complete for this course. So it has been divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. So part 1 mainly covers about the API design, build and deployment phase, and part 2 mainly consists of the Mule events, Dataweave transformations, then we have the triggering flows, processing records. So all those modules have to be completed. Okay, and once you complete all these modules, you will get an email from MuleSoft saying that you have been enrolled in the MCD Level 1 exam. Okay, once you get enrolled in the MCD Level 1 exam, you can schedule the exam and appear for it. So you will get 2 free attempts of the MCD Level 1 exam after completing this course. So this is how you get registered for the MCD Level 1 exam for free. So guys, in this section, we will just quickly run through the different modules which are covered in the Anypoint Platform Fundamentals course. Also in the description of this video, I have provided various documentation links that I referred when I was preparing for the MCD Level 1 exam. Also towards the end of this video, I have published some of the quick tips for you to prepare well for the exam. First, you need to understand the different components of Anypoint platform. So Anypoint platform consists of two components, control plane and runtime plane. You should be aware of the functionalities of both the planes. So control plane is basically responsible for managing and orchestrating the deployment of APIs and integrations. On the other hand, runtime plane is responsible for executing the APIs and integrations. So these are different components I have listed down here. So you should be aware of the functionality of each and every component of control plane and runtime plane. So next, you should be able to understand the complete API lifecycle. Okay, so API lifecycle consists of various stages starting from the design stage. So in design stage, we design the API using the RAML. So RAML stands for RESTful API Modeling Language. Okay. So in the exam, you can very well expect the questions related to API designing. Okay. You can expect the questions related to API endpoints, methods, parameters, as well as some expected responses from the API. So after the API is designed, then we build the API. So in that stage, we develop the API using the Endpoint Studio. So Endpoint Studio is the IDE provided by MuleSoft for building MuleSoft applications. So after we build the application, we test it. We can use very testing frameworks like MUnit to test the application. So after the application is tested, then we go to the deployment stage. So in the deployment stage, we have various options for deploying the Mule applications. Okay, we deploy the application into the Mule runtime manager. Okay, we have the option to deploy it to Cloud Hub. Okay, we can use the API manager also to create and deploy the proxies. Okay, we can use the API manager to restrict access to the proxies. So you should be aware of all these stages. Okay, the design stage, build stage, testing stage, deployment stage, as well as the manage stage of the API. Next, you should be aware of the Mule events. Okay, so what are Mule events? Mule events consist of Mule messages and variables, and Mule messages consist further of the payload as well as the attributes. So you should be able to tell about like how the variables, payload or parameters will behave if they are moved across flows and subflows. So you can very well expect questions related to variable payload movement across flows and subflows. Then we come to the configuration files. You should be able to create the configuration files as per the environment specifications or the environment requirements. Okay. Then we go to the controlling event flows. So you should be able to have a solid understanding of the different routers that we use in MuleSoft, and scatter gather is one of them. So you can very well expect questions related to scatter gather in the exam. Then you should have a solid understanding of the validation modules as well, like is number is empty. Next we come to the handling errors. Okay, you should know the different types of errors like the messaging errors, the system errors. Okay, how do we handle these errors at the application level, flow level or processor level? How do we handle these types of errors, including the custom errors? How do we use these different error scopes like on error continue, on error propagate? What is the difference between these two error scopes, and how do they behave if we use them in conjunction with try scope? So these things you should know. You should be able to set the success or error response settings in the HTTP listener. You should be able to set the reconnection strategies for system errors. Okay, so you can very well expect few questions on these handling errors topics in the exam. Next we come to the topic of Dataweave transformations. So Dataweave transformations is another important topic for this exam. So practice more and more Dataweave transformations using the Dataweave playground, okay, which is provided by MuleSoft. So here you should be able to write the Dataweave expressions for basic XML, JSON or Java transformations. Okay, in the exam you can expect the questions for the transformations being done from XML to JSON or JSON to XML. You should be able to write the transformations for complex data structures with repeated elements. Okay, you should know how to use the global and local variables. You should know how to use the functions. Okay, how to format the strings, numbers, dates, how to use the custom data types. Okay, how to call the Mule flows from the Dataweave expressions. Okay, and how to store the Dataweave scripts in the external files, which is the best practice. Okay. And then we go to the triggering flows. Okay, the triggering flows you should be able to read and write the files. Okay, you should trigger the flows when the files are added, created or updated. You should be able to trigger the flows when the new records are added to a database table. You should know the differentiation between manual and automatic watermarking. You should be able to publish and share the data and flows using the object store. You should be able to publish and consume the JMS messages. So you can expect the questions related to various JMS operations like publish, consume in the exam. Then we come to the processing records module. Okay, here you should be able to process the item in a collection, like using the for each loop, for each scope. Okay, you can expect the questions related to for each scope in the exam. And then you should be able to process the records in the using the batch job scope. How do we use the filter and aggregation in the batch steps? These things you should know, okay, and you can very well expect the questions related to all these important modules in the exam. So here are some of the tips that I would like to share with you, which will definitely help you to prepare well for this exam. First and foremost, set aside some time every day to prepare for this certification. Okay, do remember that consistency is the key to success. Practice more and more. Okay, so this exam focuses more on practical rather than theory. So the more you practice, the higher are your chances to clear this exam. Then thoroughly go through all the modules and do it yourself exercises of the Anyone platform fundamentals course. Okay, don't skip any modules or DIY exercises. Okay, if you don't understand it once, make sure to watch the videos again and again and make sure that you grasp all the content from that course. Then after you're done with that course, make sure you take the practice exam and secure 95 to 100% in that exam. Then you go through the documentation links which are provided in the description of this video. So those are the links which I followed when I was preparing for this exam. So those are really helpful and will definitely enhance your preparation for this exam. Then MuleSoft keeps on organizing the free exam readiness sessions, so you can attend those sessions and check your preparation for this exam. So you can follow the MuleSoft community on LinkedIn to know these the sessions schedules. Okay, then you can attend the MuleSoft meetups as well and enhance your knowledge about the MuleSoft products. And lastly, you can refer some of the courses which are present in Udemy. Okay, some of the courses which I saw on Udemy from this MCD Level 1 exam. So you can refer those and prepare yourself well for this exam. This exam consists of 60 questions and you have 120 minutes to answer them. It's a proctored and closed book exam and the passing score is 70%. Yep, that's pretty much guys from my side, and I wish you all the best for your exam. If you like this video, do like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you.